Welcome to the Cardinal Sports Network's presentation of basketball at Trinity Valley Community College. We are coming to you live from Leon's Picture Court at Cardinal Gym on this Saturday afternoon where, folks, we have a great contest for you in this one. It's a Region 14 Conference men's game featuring the Cardinals, ranked number 7 nationally, 12-2 overall, 3-0 in conference play, against the Blinn College Buccaneers, 11-2 overall and 3-0 in conference play. I'm Benny Rogers. I'm joined, like always, by Tim Howard. And Tim, as you come in here, this one doesn't need a lot of setup, to be honest with you.
No, you just look at the athleticism represented on the floor here in the warm-ups, and you go, man, we got something special should be coming up with, both these teams 3-0 in Region 14 contests. And then you just add some of the great ones we've seen through the years. You can't help but get excited.
And I'm excited about the coaching matchup, too. Of course, Marty Levins is in his first season at the college. He's got 175 wins to his credit at other places coming into here, especially from Southern Arkansas Tech. But he's going against Scott Schumacher, who's in his 12th season at Blinn College. His 33rd year overall as a head coach in the conference, having coached at Paris and Kilgore prior to this. He's a member of the NJCAA Hall of Fame, and he's a member of the Kilgore College Hall of Fame. So it's just a great matchup here today.
Two-time Hall of Famer, man. I mean, that's impressive. One's impressive enough.
That's like a double dare.
It's like me at Brahms getting the double dip, Come on. So as you look forward to this one, what really excites you most about what we're going to see today?
Well, look, you got two very good shooting teams, Tim. The Cardinals are coming in hitting 49.5% of their shots. Blinn's coming in hitting 48.1.
Something's got to give.
Yeah, something's got to give. Yeah. Now, defensively, the Cardinals are giving up 69.2 points a game, and Blinn's giving up 66.4 points a game. So that's a push there as well.
Sure thing. And one thing that we talked about before the break is Coach Levinson and Coach Burr both have told us that this team's got some real high caliber players that should be able to do stuff and make it really an interesting march for this Cardinal team.
The Cardinals are averaging 81.9 points a game. Blinn's averaging 81.3. I think this is going to be, now I say this, and we're going to get into a 50-40 game.
We always do this. This is going to be a track meet.
And we say we're not going to. And I think it's going to be a track meet.
I do. I think the numbers say it should be that. And I do anticipate both. Just watching these guys getting loose, getting ready, you see so much high power caliber talent on the floor. It should be one of those contests.
Cardinals are led by Ahmad Bynum. He's averaging 17.6 a game, Tim, and he's got 48 three-pointers.
Man, that dude can light it up in so many ways, and behind the arc is one of the best ways to see him do it. We'll get a chance to here about 5 minutes away from the start of this one.
And of course, Blinn College is no slouch behind the three-point line either. They're led by Nick Folk. He's got 31 on the season, but they also, Tim, have got a couple of players, Jaden Johnson with 12 and Reese Miller with 14. The Cardinals also have two other players in double digits as far as three-pointers go. Devin Franklin with 14 and Makai Dorsey with 10.
Yeah, you can't go too far down that roster without seeing somebody that's going to step up.
This is a standoff.
Yeah.
This is what this is.
Yeah, indeed. And it's one of those early season matchups in Region 14 that you just can't help but kind of, salivate looking at it, going, man, if it lives up to everything it should be, it's going to be a fun afternoon.
The Cardinals are setting the pace in the North Zone, and the Blinn is setting the pace in the South Zone. So something, like you said earlier, something's got to give, so we'll just see which team blinks.
Yeah, and we will have a front row seat to it all, Benny. It's one of the best things about it, and we're really good, and have a good opportunity to highlight some of that Cardinal Sports Network, because they put you right in the front seat, man. Right underneath the action, and I'm looking forward to it.
Cardinals have won 6 straight coming in. Blinn has won 4 straight. The last time out, the Blinn beat Strength in Motion 88-69, and the Cardinals defeated Triple H and Prep 100-53. I did want to look at who the two teams have beaten coming in as far as conference play goes.
Yeah.
Blinn has beaten Bossier Parish 92-73, Navarro 85-76, and Kilgore 88-56. Cardinals have beaten Angelina on the road in overtime 70-62, Jacksonville 104-68, and Lemoore State Port Arthur 96-90.
Yeah,
so both teams have been tested.
Yeah, they have, and they've stood the test of time. As we get a chance to look at the Buccaneers coming up right by us here, there's going to be some fun stuff happening in between the lines here. That'll be happening right here on the Cardinal Sports Network, and I'm waiting for the day when Cardinals come over and go, okay, you got to pay us to sit here because this is some fun stuff.
Folks, I do want to call for your attention before that we have the introduction of the starting lineups here momentarily. We are going to have a moment of silence for Panola College assistant coach Tad Andrews, who died in his sleep suddenly this week. Tad, I think 30, 31 years old. And think about, a lot of folks may not remember about Tad was he got his start into the coaching career here at Trinity Valley as a student assistant for Chris Bauman in the early 2010s. I got to know Tad real well. He always be a kid to me, but a great kid, great man.
Yeah.
Fun-spirited, easygoing. Had that floppy black hair back then when he was here, and I used to give him blues about it because here I am losing my hair, and he had all his hair. He wasn't willing to share it with me. I love that kid. Last year he came to watch the Cardinals play a game against Clarendon here at the men's gym, where Hunter Jenkins, who was a student assistant with him at the time, was coaching that night, and he's made a point to come over and hug me at the scorer's table, and that'll be a hug I'll never forget.
You just want to make sure and, make those moments count because we never know, and it's very, very sad.
So we will have a moment of silence for Tad here before the introduction of the starting lineup, so I just wanted to call that to your attention so we can pause down for that and give Tad his moment of memory and honor as he deserves, very much so. And I know there'll be our prayers and condolences go out to our friends over at Panola College, because that's going to be hard to deal with.
Yeah, heartfelt sympathies and condolences to them over there.
And I will say, Tim, the entire conference is pausing before the men's games today for a moment of silence in Tad's memory and honor.
It's quite a fraternity when you really think about it. Region 14, and they battle in between the lines. But man, at the end of the day, it's all great respect for some. And we've mentioned it already, just the amount of athleticism that's represented in this conference and whatnot. The coaching staff, going up today again, looking at Coach Schumacher, 2 Hall of Fames already, and he ain't done yet. He's like, hey, who's to say 3 isn't possible?
Put it in perspective. He's coached 33 years in this league, and Coach Spencer coached 42 years in this league. And put that in perspective, how many years Coach Spencer was in this league at 42 years.
42 years. And speaking of Coach Spencer.
At the same place.
I was going to say, he's over there in his perch now where he's a regular, and it's always great to see him ready to come out and enjoy hoops. It's going to be a fun one today.
Well, we are ready for the pregame ceremony, so we will turn it over to the public address announcer and hope that you will take this moment to pause and remember Tad Andrews as we get started here with this moment of silence coming up shortly. Thank you for joining us here today on the Cardinal Sports Network.
And welcome to Game Day at Trinity Valley Community College. Today's matchup is between Blinn College and Trinity Valley Community College. I'd like to take one moment before we do our lineups and just mention that earlier this week we lost a member of our Region 14 family with the sudden death of Panola men's assistant coach Tad Andrews. We send our condolences and our prayers to Tad's family and our friends at Panola. Tad began his journey into coaching here at the Valley back in the early 2010s on Chris Bauman's staff. And we remember Tad for his good nature and kind spirit. We ask that you please stand, join us in a moment of silence in memory of our friend, Tad Andrews. Thank you very much. And now, introducing the starting lineups for the Blinn Buccaneers. From Houston, Texas, number 1, Patrick Neal.
Neal's averaging 7.6 points a game. Johnson's averaging 10.6 points a game. He's got 12 three-pointers. Nick Folk is averaging 13.8 points a game and has 31 three-pointers. Ravens getting the start today and averaging 3.3 points a game. Makai Dorsey, returning from last year's Region 14 champion team, is averaging 10.3 points a game and 3.2 assists. Ahmad's averaging 17.6 points and has 48 three-pointers. Devin, the kid out of North Forney High School, is averaging 7.6 points and 7.2 rebounds a game. Sisay is averaging 5.1 points and 5.4 rebounds. Folks, it is Region 14 Conference basketball. This is Saturday afternoon in Athens, Texas. It is Trinity Valley Community College against Blinn College Buccaneers, and it is Tim Howard with the play-by-play.
Thank you, Benny Rogers. Should be, as we've talked about in the pregame, a lot of fun here and some great athleticism on display here at Cardinal Gym. Glad to have you here for this Region 14 contest. Trinity Valley 3-0, as are the Buccaneers, both 3-0. Trinity Valley and Blinn ready to tip it off here as we get underway in the first 20 minutes here of the first half. Franklin tapped back over to Dorsey. So Trinity Valley with the first possession this afternoon.
See what both teams elect to do. Cardinals going into a motion offense to start the contest.
Sisay with a block out top. The shot on the way contested, but not to stop him. Had a foot on the line, a fadeaway two. Had a toe on the line, though. So it's a quick advantage for Trinity Valley.
Talking about putting up a shot with a hand in your face.
I was going to say, that's tough D. Talk about dagger in the eye. Knocked away and last touched by the Bucks.
Good start for the Cardinals, offensively and defensively.
Rashawn Knight out of Birmingham, Alabama, looked like he had it teed up to finish, but could not control the ball off the hip. Good D from Dorsey there. Shot on the way, won't go. Cleared out by Gilliard.
Yep.
A lot of movement. Good tenacious D. Shot over the top is not there. Rebounded by Sisay. Good take. Shot over the top. Won't fall, though, as Bynum had that one just ricochet off the rim. Franklin tried to get there, couldn't get the stop. Sisay.
Yeah, the Bucks go to their big man there, number 4, Dresan Knight, 6'10" forward.
Knight's going to be a handful down low.
He definitely is.
Dorsey directing traffic, gets the screen from Sisay. Now in trouble on the baseline. Kicks it out to Franklin. Franklin with 9 on the shot, lets a 3 go. Handled. Last touched off of Sisay for the Cardinals.
Well, Sisay got away with about 5 seconds in the lane that time.
Well, just
if you get away
with it, there a long time, but
if you get away with it, it doesn't count, does it?
Yeah, it's a good point. Good point. 2 apiece here. Inside 18 minutes to go. First half to play. Wood working on the defensive side, but not to be, as that will be a bucket for Johnson.
Nice look by Jaden Johnson. Blinn takes his first lead, 4-2.
Back to the motion. Bynum coming in, kick out to Franklin. Franklin's shot won't go. Well,
Cardinals hit their first shot and have not hit one since then.
Yeah, it's been some good D to start this one. And on that first shot, as able to get a rebound here, that first shot was great D, but just a great finish by Bynum. Dorsey on the way to the glass, left hand and finish. 3-point play opportunity.
Well, we saw that from time and time again from Makai Dorsey last season after he took over the starting point guard position at mid-season, and the Cardinals went on to win the Region 14 championship last year.
Makai with a strong move there, balancing and then going hard with the left and gets the finish. Chance to break things off of that 4-4 tie with 17-17 to go.
Kai's a 5'11" sophomore out of Plano, Texas.
And gets it to fall. 5-4, early going. Both teams working with the D here early.
Well, we know both teams can score. It's which team is going to make the commitment to play defense today.
Yep, that's for sure. Very good foul on Bynum here. Thought for a second, though, they were going to get him for this. Because the whistle came right about the time he grabbed the Cardinals. So it's at 17 to go. You know it. Both teams aren't going to be bringing the defense today. Ball underneath will be inbounded by Nick Folk. Too easy on that inbound. But Franklin ties him up.
Nice job by Devin Franklin of holding this ground and battling for the tie possession.
Yeah, he comes up after a hard fall. Good to see him back up top.
Young man out of Forney, Texas, played at North Forney High School for the Falcons.
Good look inside. Knocked away. Franklin got a piece of it. Now Sasay on the floor. 22nd timeout.
Yeah, Marty wanted to use the timeout to save the possession. 16:44 left in the first half. We're 5-4 Cardinals.
So it's good opportunity here for Trinity Valley to talk it over here.
30-second timeout.
Any surprise about this tenaciousness by both teams?
Not really a surprise,
Yeah.
but I do love the aggressiveness and the tenacity of Devin Franklin thus far. What a great teammate Devin is. He was the best team player I think the Cardinals had last year as far as being unselfish.
He really is. Talk about Franklin, chance to see him right there on that tie-up situation on the replay. Here's another angle. Or just seeing him taking that all the way to the floor. And boy, I love not only his play on the floor, but just kind of in the huddle there. People kind of gravitate towards him. And love to see that from your teammate. So
yeah, Devin Franklin's a kid. Is just so unselfish out there, and just like I said, he's had last year. He had to take a back seat to Makai Dorsey and Micah Clark, and he did that graciously and did the little things that helped the Cardinals win the Region 14 tournament.
Hey, it is a team title for sure, and he was a big part of that. Bynum over to Wood. They work it. Oh, Dorsey. Good play by Franklin to keep it alive. I thought for a second they were going to miss it. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Won't go. The putback by Franklin not there. It's controlled by the Bucks. Here they come.
Devin in great position there just to get the putback to fall.
Bynum will pick it up, and then last touched by Folk, I believe. Yeah, on Nick Folk.
The game's been played at a fast pace, but not scoring-wise.
You talked a little bit about that in our first broadcast on turnovers. What are you going to do with them? Are you going to capitalize? So far, no one's really done that. Here's a three from Bynum. Count the bucket.
Watch out, folks. He gets hot. It could be a long day for Blinn.
Bob Bynum, the 6'3" sophomore out of Chicago. Dorsey with a pickup. Going strong, draws contact, count the basket! And as you look across the way, Patrick Mills like, man, he came to the meet. That's good body control to draw that foul.
You do it with defense, folks. You do it with defense.
Greatly done there. He gets the steal, and then off the steal gets the basket and a chance for the three-point play.
I think we ought to mention was, and we did mention that Braden Wood started tonight, but he's an unusual start. He usually hasn't been in the starting position, so something is going on during the midterm break as Marty Levison has reevaluated his squad, saying this kid needs to be in my starting lineup.
Yeah, and he's out there right now with the Cards with a quick 11-4 lead. They've put on a nice display in the last 90 seconds here. About to see Denham Johnson check in.
They trailed 4-2 at one point.
Got it down low. Working in on Sasay. Oh, that's Dorsey pats his chest, says, my bad. He got away from him.
That ends the Cardinals' 9-0 run they were on.
Yeah, talk about a good run. 9-0, you'll take that. Bynum. The fadeaway is good.
He's feeling it today.
Maud Bynum making that bucket. That gives him 7.
Transfer from DePaul University.
And now a push off or grab the jersey. So they're going to.
Scott Schumacher is not happy.
Schumacher is letting it be known that he's not happy in case there was any doubt. Boy, he is lighting them up. Timeout. Did he want a timeout? No, I thought he was calling timeout. I've been saying, give me a T. I don't know. But he. So inside 16 minutes. So that's a stoppage of play. It'll be a media timeout. with 15-14 to go. It's Trinity Valley up 7 and the possession. When we come back here on the Cardinal Sports Network.
At First State Bank, we like to say we're big enough to help, small enough to care. Our communities and the families and businesses within them are what have mattered most to us for decades. Since 1935, our commitment has been to not only support local, but to foster growth for generations to come. We've given back to organizations that help our community thrive, and with 6 convenient locations, we continue to do our part in serving you, our communities, our businesses, our families.
So Trinity Valley out to that 9-0 run has extended to 13-6 here, but a nice comeback from Blinn to kind of seesaw this. You get the vibe that no one's running away with this one.
I don't think so.
I wouldn't think so either.
Now, footnote to that is,
quid pro,
if Ahmad Bynum goes off,
which he can do,
then all things are possible for the Cardinals.
All bets off. I'm with you there, Benny. So with 15-14, the Cards will have possession. Denham Johnson into the ball game, gives way to Dorsey on the inbound.
Well, Denham's got some firepower coming on off the bench too.
Bynum behind the arc, three-pointer not there. It's going to be picked up by the quickness of Jaden Johnson. Folk to Johnson. Baseline going strong, using the elbow to 3. And 15-8.
Yeah, big power move by Anthony Isaac on the baseline drive.
Well, he's a big hoss, isn't he? I mean,
he is.
Talk about sometimes those linebackers playing in the paint. He looks like he could put on a pair of shoulder pads for Coach Poteet.
Easily.
There's a shot on the way. Bynum left that one short. Might have got a piece of it, actually, as Johnson was coming down the floor.
Chance for Blinn.
Seesaw
with a block. What a block.
Coming big with the block, and now the pass off. Oh, picked up. Johnson going strong. Had it swatted away.
SWAT squad on team today.
Waiting for the all clear. Almost inside 14 here. Johnson quick. Boy, almost pulled that one out of thin air. Denham Johnson. Now checking in for Trinity Valley is going to be Mbaye. Mohamed Mbaye in.
Yeah, Phil March also checks in to run the offense, number 11.
And Bayou as well. So getting some fresh players on the floor here in that 6-minute mark.
It's been a fast-paced game thus
has.
far in the first 6 minutes.
Working around the perimeter now, going in the paint. Thought better of that, kicks it back out. That closed in a hurry.
Yeah, they're going to call March with a hold. He grabbed him.
Yeah, Phil March picks up the foul.
I thought he'd gotten away with it.
Looked like he almost had, but you are going to blow that whistle on him. So inside 14 minutes to go here. It's a 13-8 lead for Trinity Valley, up 5 over Blinn. Johnson gave it off to Miller. Miller kept it alive here right in front of us. Shooting over the top. That's, boy, they got a break there. Got the long rebound and a charge called there. It's going to be foul on Anthony Isaac. Great possession there by Bayou.
Well, number 20 for Blinn College, Jermaine Charles, 6'11". He's a specimen out there. Look at that wide body he's got on him. Gosh, darn.
My goodness.
Yeah. He gets position. There's nobody going to get better position than he is.
I'm telling you. And Bayou a little banged up after drawing that one. He's going to sit out, kind of grabbing the chest, and rightfully so, man. March gets the screen up top. Denham on the drive. Picked up by Phil, well, almost picked up by Phil March. Finally stolen away. Nice hustle. Oh my goodness, what a comeback.
Yeah.
That was back to back, and I was ready to dial it up for Cisse, who had the block, but good hustle on the other end.
Yeah, Jaden Johnson did the nice job of finishing off the block.
Man, oh man, it's a 3-point game. Johnson to March. March steps into a 3, not quite there. Got the screen up top.
Cardinals led 13-6 at the media timeout. Is now a 13-10 game with 12:37 and counting to go in the first half.
4-0 run. Here's the drive to the basket. 6-0 run, and that's going to draw a timeout.
Yeah, it is. And when Isaac makes his mind up, he's going to the goal. You're not getting in his way. He's going to the goal.
Yeah, you can bank on it there as they bank too. It's a 1-point advantage. Trinity Valley talking it over here for a 30-second full timeout now. So we'll step away. More after this coming up on the Cardinal Sports Network.
You know, they're not talking about you, just you all the time like they do rodeo athletes, you know. It's the Wright family, you know, the Wright brothers.
I don't really look at it as we're legendary, but it's kind of unreal. What we do and what we get to do, you know, the things we've done and hopefully continue to do, I guess you could say it is legendary.
Step up to the block and tackle the Mac Stack, a Dickey's barbecue pit game changer. Our signature mac and cheese topped with Dickey's quality slow smoked meats. And Dickey's delivers just in time for kickoff. Visit Dickeys.com, legit Texas barbecue.
1-point game here as Trinity Valley's up 13-12 over Blinn, but Blinn's gone on a run of their own, Benny.
This game is going to be anything you can do, I can do better, Tim, because these two teams are very capable of answering runs. They're not going to be intimidated by a run.
Man, you look at that replay just a moment ago. Wow, coming all the way back, but wasn't able to knock it out of bounds, and the putback was good. So Cards with the ball. Johnson back to March. Entry level down low. Big fella kisses it off the glass. Bucket for MBB.
This is hand-to-hand combat today. They're going at each other. They are attacking. There's no space for them. A lot of the shots, there's been no space to get a shot off.
I'm telling you, this is going to be one fun one as we see Bynum about to check in. That's going to be rebounded by Denham Johnson. Johnson on the push. Now he'll slow it down. Finds March. Wood. Off to Denham. Denham with a crossover. Being patient. 15 on the shot clock here. So if one there, they're not going to force it. It's a screen up top. Now Phil with the shot. Won't go. Put back is good by the big fella. Mohammed MBB.
MBB now with 4 points in the contest.
Well, he's been strong on his entrance into this contest. Wood working hard. Braden Wood. Good D, man-to-man, forcing 5 on the shot clock. Pass off underneath. Boy, that was a good find with late in the shot clock.
Nice job by Blinn of working the shot clock, Tim. You pointed that out correctly.
Yeah, they did not give up on it for sure. Didn't get panicked. And with 2 seconds on the clock, they find the man underneath or off on the left block.
This game is everything we thought it would be thus far.
Yes, sir. As Wood will go strong to the right side, finds Johnson on the baseline. The kiss off the glass, not there. Last touch by the Buccaneers.
Have you noticed, Tim, how both teams are attacking the goal as well? They're not really relying on that outside shooting. They're attacking the goal.
Not for sure. So I mentioned Bynum coming into the game. He'll come on for Braden Wood. So we'll see how they attack things here. I would imagine they'll go through number 12.
If 12's on the floor,
it's going his way. As it should, boy. He's been something to behold here. 17.6 on the year. So, but we've seen him have a couple of monster nights. A little discussion out there.
Media timeout.
Oh, inside the media timeout here. So stoppage of play will draw a break in the action. It's Trinity Valley's ball. When we come back, Cards up 3 over the Bucks. You're seeing it here on the Cardinal Sports Network.
Welcome to Trinity Valley Community College, home of the mighty Cardinals, offering hands-on education with an average teacher-to-student ratio of 1 to 20. at a third of the price of regional institutions. We teach, we strive, we succeed. TVCC. It makes sense. Apply today at tvcc.edu.
Right now, you can double up with 2 for $22 in Dickey's Barbecue Pit. That's 2 meat plates, each with 2 sides and a buttery roll for only $22. For a limited time only, visit dickeys.com or use our app. Legit Texas Barbecue.
If you're just now joining us, I'd like to ask, where the heck you been?
Where you been?
We got a good one going here, folks. It's 17-14 Cardinals with 10:35 left in the first half. The Cardinals up after going on a 9-0 run. That was answered by a 6-0 Blinn run. That's how we got to 17-14, and we are back-to-back. And, folks, it has been hand-to-hand combat. Both teams attacking the goal, and back to Tim Howard.
Thank you, Benny Rogers, as the Cards will inbound it underneath the basket. March looking not going to give it to him down low on the paint, but Denham Johnson says, I'm going to show here. Gives way to Phil. Plenty of time on the shot clock. The screen, trying to set up a give and go. Sisse on the drive. Draws contact. He's fouled and going to the free throw line.
Sisse is one of 3 players back from last year's team, Tim, joining Devin Franklin and Makai Dorsey. Only 3 players returning from last year's Region 14 tournament champion squad.
So he'll step to the free throw line. Try and connect here as the Cards can add to a 3-point advantage. Foul down low there, and the line drive, that one.
One of his better looking free throws right there.
As you mentioned that, he's going to get another crack at it here to correct that. So you see he's shooting 47% at the free throw strike there. So goes 0 for on that. Shot not there. Out of bounds, off of the Bucks, almost connecting there. Good hustle from Gilliard, but not able to keep it on the sideline.
Yeah, Gilliard tried to lobby his case right there, but the official wasn't buying it.
So Cards will bring it up the floor with half of the first half gone here at the 10-minute mark.
Well, both teams are defending awfully well, Tim.
They really are. Nothing coming easy here. Oh, boy. Bynum tried to force that when he was there, but it closed in a hurry. It's a 1-point game.
Yes, it is.
Up and down the floor we go.
Converting turnovers into points. Turnovers into points.
Got to make those, make the most of those opportunities. Dorsey giving it off. Oh, boy.
Another turnover.
Yeah, Bayu. Oh, man, that's a good closeout from Bynum. Cards trying to save it on that sideline, but it's going to be out of bounds. It's Bayou was passing to a spot. There was not a Cardinal there, so on that last possession, Coach Levinson letting them hear about, hey, we got to do better than that. That would be the abridged version.
One version of it.
Blinn could take the lead with a bucket here. 3 on the way, not there. Rebound is going to be taken right off the top. MBB.
Charles.
That's Charles. Try to get it. Got another one. Left that one off the front iron, or the back iron. Last touch by the Bucks. Man, they had 4 opportunities there and come up with nothing.
I'm not sure what the answer for keeping Charles off the board is going to be, because that's a big-bodied fella right there.
I think you're seeing the key is going to be, can they rotate enough bodies and try to wear that big fella down?
To double down on him or something. You got.
He's a hoss. So here come the Cards up by 1. They stood off that chance the Bucks would have took the lead and had 4 good looks at it. Couldn't do it. Nice take from Dorsey. The floater drops, and it's a 3-point contest.
Makai with 8 points.
Well, he's fun to watch. He's definitely got.
He definitely turned the season around last year when they moved him to point guard at the midway part of the season.
Kept alive on the baseline there. So Bay tried to thread the needle there, but knocked out of bounds last touch by the big fella, Charles. Jermaine Charles.
8:24 left in the first half. Cardinals up 19-16.
Get it out top to Brian Bayou.
It's not the scoring fest maybe we thought about, but it really has been a track meet. Both teams have gotten up and down the floor pretty good, and both teams are playing defense awfully well.
Yeah, they're getting definitely to the basket. Getting that one falls. Okay, Dorsey.
Great explosion off the dribble.
Dorsey's got 10. Bynum's got 7. So that's 17 of the 21. Forcing a turnover there.
Great job of Sasaya forcing that turnover by playing in the passing lane of the big man, Charles.
Exactly that. So Sasay making it happen. Now timeout here with 7:57 to go. It's 21-16. Trinity Valley up 5. Trying to add to it when we come back here on the Cardinal Sports Network.
He finds it straight one. Oh, that was amazing. Oh my God. CCM really is having dominant control here.
Welcome back, Cardinal Sports Network. Trinity Valley up 5 over Blinn here in the first half of play. I'm Tim Howard along with Benny Rogers. Benny, what it stands out to you here in the first half?
Just the defensive intensity by both teams on the floor. Both teams are pushing the ball to the opposite end very quickly, but then they're finding a wall of defense there, and both teams are defending awfully well. And both teams are attacking to go. We haven't seen too much of trying to live by the outside perimeter shot, although Ahmad Bynum is certainly for the Cardinals put up some three-pointers, hitting one. But it's just going to be interesting to see who has the first crack in the armor.
Yeah, and as you talk about those threes, Blinn averaging 6.2 three-pointers per game. Trinity Valley, on the other hand, as you see Dorsey on the replay there coming, attacking the glass. Trinity Valley getting their fair share as well.
Yeah, they're averaging 7, making 7 on the season, and they've only got 1 in the game by Bynum.
Here's a 3 on the way. Will it count? It will count as a shot, but won't go down.
It's going to count if it goes in. I thought that was a question.
Not exactly how I anticipated that one to come out. Drive to the bucket. Knocking it out before
that's funny.
The basket goes through. So free throws coming here. As stepping to the free throw line, it'll be Gilliard.
Sorry, folks, we can't get silly at times, I guess.
Well, there's not much you can do but do that with what I set you up with there, man. So first free throw is good. Makes it a 4-point game.
Blinn come in hitting right around 70% from the free throw line.
7:33 to go here in the first half of play, and it's a 3-point game with Trinity Valley not looking back here in the early going. See if they can get kind of one of those 9-0 runs going. That'd be nice to see again. Both teams have had a couple of runs, and you mentioned it. Both of these programs are very capable of going on runs. Not always the case, as we've seen in the past. Sometimes a team can pull away, but I don't think that's the case. As you see Bynum getting that one to go.
It's going to be interesting to see, Tim, which team can take some momentum into the halftime locker room possibly. I know we're coming from the 7-minute mark, so it's maybe a little early to still be thinking about that, but that final 5 minutes can be very key to what happens in the second half.
Exactly, and you're going to see, as you mentioned, that we're approaching that point in the game. Bynum is going to steal that one and knocked out of bounds. The big man couldn't handle it.
That's the way you play the big man. You double down on him when you get in the vicinity.
And he came down late in that situation. Didn't tip his hand early.
No.
He let him get the ball and then attacked, and it shocked the big fella. He doesn't handle it, and it's the Cardinals basketball here.
That was well defended there.
And after that last bucket by Bayou, right in front of me here at half court, he was getting fired up defensively, and you saw him get ready and then deliver.
And you get the turnover, and then you get the points that follow, and that's how you extend leads right there.
See what they do here as Dorsey gives way to Bynum. Bynum attacks, had it blocked by big fella number 20, Jermaine Charles. 3, passed on it to drive for the baseline jumper.
Reese Miller
Miller makes that count, and it's back to a 3-point game. 6:15 to go here. That was a nice move from Reese. Got the defender in the air. Speaking of defender in the air, blocked that, but the putback is good. And it's a 5-point game as by Sassay
with his first points in the game.
Mohamed Sassay. There's going to be an offensive foul coming. Oh, technical foul coming here on both players.
But there's going to be 2 fouls against one of them, though, because somebody was called for a foul.
We're going to talk about this a little bit, but I thought I saw 2 techs on both. Let's see. Might have another tech coming if it stays this way.
They're going to call him Makai Darcy with a hold on number 3, a technical foul on number 3. So that's going to be 2 fouls on Makai, and the foul is going to go against the Blinn player. So 2 fouls for Makai Dorsey and 1 for Blinn.
I think Coach Schumacher was saying, what a great call. I think that's what he said. I was been worrying about that for the first, and you didn't call it. Now you see what's happening.
I thought they didn't.
So they'll reset the shot
call
clock.
it technical. They didn't call it technical because they're not shooting. Or
Okay,
because it's a double. It's a double. It's an offset each other.
I guess. But yeah, they did, like you said, 1 foul apiece on them. So that's big. Well, Dorsey's only got 1 foul on the board. Stolen away after all that. Here comes the drive, and oh my goodness. I thought it was going to be a finish. He lost it on the way up. I don't think it was knocked away. I think he lost it. 25-20 still. Shot is good.
Now, granted, it doesn't take much to confuse me, but I don't see how they called a holding foul against Makai, and they called a technical foul against Makai. Technical foul's charged against your
Johnson. So I don't know.
Take the bank error in your favor and move on.
Absolutely. Here's a kick out. Driving. Denham keeps it. Hands it off in traffic. Now they're going to tighten things up here a little bit as the foul's going to be called on Johnson. I'm sorry, Charles, number 20. 2 free throws coming here.
Scott Schumacher not happy about that one either.
Okay. The foul is actually on Derson Knight, number 4. I don't see him on the floor. Is it supposed to be 14? Okay, yeah, it was 14. Mosley. The free throw is good. 26-22, 4-point game. Benny, you talked about the 5-minute mark. We're 6 seconds out of it now.
Yeah,
so
we're there. So.
Yeah, let's see how both teams respond here. 26-22, the final 5 minutes of the first half underway. A lot of whistles in the last couple of minutes here as things were getting really physical out there. Oftentimes you'll see that. So,
well, both teams are getting fatigued too, so they're going to be a little bit slow of foot.
So coming on for the Buccaneers into the game is Gilliard again. Good ball movement here by the Bucks. Into the paint. That one is a battle for the loose ball picked up, and now a foul underneath.
Well, credit number 10 for the Buccaneers, Gilliard, just staying with that the entire way and he didn't get the bucket, but he drew the foul.
2 free throws coming here as
that was against Devin Franklin. That foul was called. That's his first.
First free throw here.
Both these teams are evenly matched.
Yeah, both these teams are definitely pound for pound, play for play. Man, they're pretty even as we talked about coming in both 3-0 in conference play. And not surprised the way this is going. It's a 3-point game inside 5 minutes to go.
Be interesting to see in the second half as we move into that portion of the game as to which team can find some prowess from the perimeter. But so far, everything's been attacking the go for the most part.
Johnson driving in. Picked up by MBB. Seesaw on the shot. Count the basket. Chance for a three-point play. He'll have to hit it at the free throw line. Let's see after the foul is called against Gilliard. That'll be his first foul of the afternoon.
That's to lose first points of the contest.
See how he does at the stripe here. Alou.
We saw him miss 2 earlier.
Yeah, he had a golden opportunity earlier. Gets that one to go.
Got it corrected.
So that'll give him a 3-point play.
5-point Cardinal lead.
So we're inside the 5-minute mark. That's a good way to kind of start that final 5. See if they can add on here.
It was 26-22 at the 5-minute mark. I made a note of that, so see where we stand at halftime.
3-2 right now. He is step back. Thought he was going to tie it up, but there's Franklin with a tip away. Here comes Denham. Denham Johnson splitting defenders and count the basket. Timeout taken here. Coach Schumacher not happy with his defense.
Devin Franklin, though, anticipated that shot and went up and blocked it.
Franklin with the finish. It got it done, and that got things going on the other side of the ball. So 30-second timeout here. Everybody on their feet here with 4:01 to go. At least the players will be.
I just felt like I needed to stand, Tim.
Well, I'm going to. They originally had said a 30, the official. Now they're going to, they are going to stay with the 30. So after all that, how about your
the defensive generated points is what we always talk about in the women's game usually, but it happens in the men's game as well, and that's what we saw there for sure. That was defensive generated.
Yeah, as you see, Denham Johnson getting the bucket on that replay just a moment ago, but it all was predicated by Franklin on the other end. He tipped it away on the block.
And we've already talked about Devin doing the little things that make a difference, that don't maybe show up in the box score sometimes, but that was one of those little things there, getting a big block.
For real. So inside 4 minutes to go, first half. It's a 7-point lead for the Cardinals. Bringing a little heat here, pressuring in the corner. And they're going to have him working. Oh, just got away from him there. Driving. He's traveling coming here. Great defense there from seesaw. Wanting a foul there. Schumacher has
got a media timeout at the 3:43 mark. The Cardinals are up 31-24. You're watching Cardinal basketball on the Cardinal Sports Network.
Cowboy Headquarters is your one-stop shop destination in Athens. 80,000 square feet of awesome sitting on 25 acres with top brands for all your farm and ranch needs, including Preferred, Tartar Steel, SMA, Bluebonnet, Equibrand, Trent Ward Saddlery, Professional's Choice. We have a Texas-size store with a Texas-size selection. Cowboy Headquarters just south of the Loop on Highway 19 in Athens. Cowboy Headquarters is a destination you don't want to miss. Shop online now at cowboyhq.com.
The spicy crispy chicken sandwich comes in a foil bag, not just to keep all that crispy juicy tenderness warm, but to let you see the look on your face when that spicy pepper sauce hits. Mickey D's Spicy Crispy Chicken Sandwich. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Good one going here in the Valley here. Trinity Valley leading 31-24 over Blinn, but Benny, long way to go in this first half and still the second to come.
Yeah, a long way to go in the first half and in the game for sure.
Oh, yeah.
But the Cardinals are definitely on a good pace right now.
Yeah.
And it's starting on the defensive end.
That has brought about a lot of this success. It started on defense.
They kind of figured out the big guy, Jermaine Charles, who gave them fits early on, but they've just figured out how to play him. But they loosened up on him a little bit and then doubled down on him, and this made a big difference.
Franklin for three, not there.
Well, that would have been huge.
Got a good look at it. A little slap of the frustration clap there on his way back. He knew he had a golden opportunity, but boy, he's had a still sparkling first half with some great defense and some quick movement down low. Good pass inside, the bucket there by Miller. Reese Miller gets his fourth point.
Yeah, but credit Charles with reading that cut by Miller, though, to the goal.
Now he's really good. Good quick feet, driving, shooting. Bynum not able to connect.
Got off to a semi-hot start, but he's really cooled off since then.
Miller for three. Not there. Rebound. MBB. Gets it out to Amon Bynum. Bynum splitting defenders. Ball comes loose, picked up by the Bucks.
Sometimes you do too much.
2.5 minutes approaching, and it is a 5-point game. Trinity Valley up. Bucks trying to cut into it. Down low on the baseline, knocked away from the Bucks by MBB, but regathered by Blinn. Shot on the way. Teardrop finishes it.
That looked like he was in the entire way.
Yeah, that was a nice touch there.
Just like that, it's a 2-point game.
Yeah, Jaden Johnson doing the honors there for the Buccaneers. Denham Johnson says, let me show you, I got a little touch of my own with a teardrop. Extra 4-point contest.
Denham with 4 in the game.
Inside 2 to go.
Back and forth we go.
Good crossover. Got all the way to the glass. Boy, it was quick, lightning fast.
Franklin did a good job of denying him the baseline.
Up the floor we go. It'll be Denham Johnson for Trinity Valley. Calling the shots. Inside 20 to go on the shot clock.
It was a reach-in foul.
Yeah, 1 and 1 too for, 11 with the foul.
Foul's going against Anthony Isaac, number 0. It's going to be his second personal foul in the contest.
Just got a great visual, I think, of how officiating sometimes works. You're doing 15 things at once, and the coach, no matter who it is letting you have it.
He's in your ear.
It wasn't even registering.
No,
he was
no.
doing 15 things. You know, it was a moment that was captured for me that helped me just to see, there's a missed opportunity there, though. Goodness. 1 and 1. Got to hit that front one.
Left points on the floor.
2-point game. Chance to tie or take the lead with a 3 inside a minute and a half. Miller's had a nice couple of minutes. See if they can't slow him down. Gets a screen out top. Knocked away. Almost had a chance at it, but couldn't gather it before it goes out of bounds. Minute 10 to go, 11 on the shot clock.
Which team will have the momentum going into the halftime locker room?
Shot on the way, and that's a couple of nice moments this half in the last moment for Jaden Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson's got a good-looking shot on him.
All tied here, inside a minute to go, 33 apiece. Nice position down low, going up with the left hand, left it short, but the putback is good. That ball couldn't come down fast enough for MBB.
No, it couldn't.
As he's waiting for it, he goes up, gathers it, and puts it back. It's a 2-point advantage. Mohamed MBB with his now 6th point of the contest. Shot over the top, won't go. Franklin squeezes it.
They can play for one if you're the Cardinals now.
Yeah, absolutely here. And, well, they can come out of this thing. Well, it's a 2-point game here, but you definitely don't want to give them a chance to tie or take the lead.
I'm guessing they want the ball to wind up in Denham Johnson's hands for this final shot, just a guess.
I would not be surprised as March gives it off to Denham. Screen up top, 3, kick out, shot on the way. Not there, and that's how it ends, 35-33. As we go to halftime, Trinity Valley up 2 over Blinn right here as we'll take a look at some quick numbers here as Benny's doing all the calculations.
Makai Dorsey had 10 points to lead the Cardinals in the first half. He was followed by Ahmad Bonham, who got up to a pretty fast start, but cooled off after that. But he's got 7, and then MBB's got 6 points. So I think, Tim, the difference is it was 26-22. We noted it at the 5-minute mark, and it winds up being 35-33. I thought the Cardinals actually did a better job there near the end of the first half on the big man Charles for Blinn, and I thought that was a fact key there. They kind of neutralized him, if you will.
I think you're onto something there, and if they can do more of that in the second half, then it will be an interesting second half all the way around. It's a 2-point lead for the Cardinals here, 35-33 over the Buccaneers, right here on the Cardinal Sports Network.
When joints begin to fail, it's more than an inconvenience. The relentless grinding pain slows you down, and can even stop you from doing the things you enjoy in life. At UT Health East Texas, our skilled orthopedic and sports medicine experts are using advanced joint technologies to get you back to being you sooner with a less painful recovery. We're doing more than restoring joints. We're restoring lives.
You know, here at First State Bank, we're not just about opening accounts or getting loans. We're about community, whether that's sponsoring local events, donating to nonprofits, or volunteering hundreds of hours. It comes down to the fact that we're local money working for you, local people. For over 80 years, we've been helping Texans build their homes, their businesses, and their dreams. With 7 convenient locations, there's always a branch around the corner. So come say hi and get to know us. First State Bank, where community matters.
You know, they're not talking about you, just you all the time like they do rodeo athletes, you know. It's the Wright family, you know, the Wright brothers.
I don't really look at it as we're legendary, but it's kind of unreal what we do and what we get to do. You know, the things we've done and hopefully continue to do. I guess you could say it is legendary.
I was a runner. I was up to running 3 miles a day every morning. When I was diagnosed with lung cancer, I was shocked because I'm not a smoker. Baylor, Scott & White, the facility, the staff, everyone has been so amazing. I love the fact that I can breathe.
When I first heard that I had cancer, I was referred to Baylor, Scott & White immediately. It was really important for me to be able to get my chemotherapy and everything here because I wanted to be close to my friends, my family. They were so confident and made me feel at ease and supported me. I felt like I was their only patient, and I knew they had several people that they were dealing with, but I was the most important person.
I had like a week of headaches. Throughout that week, I went to my local hospital. They referred me to Baylor, Scott & White. They gave me an MRI. The tumor that was inside of my head was cancer. Baylor, Scott & White has given me this new technology that helps decrease the growth rate of my cancer cells. The doctor I have right now, he's just amazing. It's a great feeling to know the guy who's taking care of me actually really cares about me.
Baylor, Scott & White Health, changing cancer care for life.
And there you have it, McDonald's new crispy chicken sandwich. From the makers of the world's most stolen fries. The juicy chicken sandwich from the place that offers extra napkins for a reason. The tender chicken sandwich from the creators of a sandwich phenomenon. So you won't just be biting into a chicken sandwich, you'll be biting into McDonald's new crispy, juicy, tender chicken sandwich.
I wish I could tell you this life is easy, that you'll never know defeat. And every run you make will be perfect. But there's a difference between wanting something and making it happen. Passion, practice, these are the keys to success. If you want to lead this life.
There's nothing quite like coming together over a fresh-cooked meal. Face to face, burger to burger, solving the world's problems over fries. There's also nothing like solving the problems right in front of you, like baseball practice, swim team, and getting your family's meals just like they like it, all with a few taps on your phone. Yeah, good thing there's more than one way to solve the world's problems. Good thing there's Whataburger.
From a work perspective, what am I most thankful for? I'm thankful for working with a great team. I'm thankful for working for a company that's faith-based, and I'm truly thankful to be able to take time to pray with my patients if they need it.
Having a good team to work with and a great, all my supplies are there. I got equipment if I need it, and help at a phone call away if I need that as well.
I've never had a time where I didn't feel like that I couldn't get what I needed to do my job.
We work together as a team here at Baylor, and I really appreciate that.
I'm thankful that I have the ability to work. The physical ability, the mental ability.
I think every day that I walk into the pharmacy, everybody greets me as soon as I walk in the door. And it's a small gesture, but it goes a long way and it starts your day off right.
I do feel like I'm fulfilling my calling, even if it's, the last job that I have. I'm thankful for God leading me here to work. I feel like I am growing into a much better nurse, and I've been a nurse for a long time.
When I go home at the end of each shift, whether I had a bad day or a good day, I'm ready to come back to work the next morning. And I know a lot of nurses, unfortunately, don't get to feel that way about their job, but this is how we feel here, and it's not just me, it's everybody around me.
My team, they welcome me and respect me, my differences, my culture, and I don't feel isolated when I'm with them. They welcome my ideas, they're always there for me.
We see people, a lot of brokenness, physical, emotional, come through rehab, but just walking beside them in this and being able to help them get better, to see the outcomes of it it's really rewarding.
I mean, I'm so grateful for Baylor, really. I love it here. Baylor's a very good place to work for. It's different.
I've worked at other larger hospitals and I would never go anywhere else.
I'm thankful for what I do. I'm thankful for the patients that we take care of. I'm thankful for my calling, my ministry. Is helping those who can't help themselves, being there for them. So I'm thankful for all that I can do for someone else who can't do for themselves.
Sometimes managing your health and keeping track of all the details can feel a little overwhelming. But UT Health East Texas Virtual Care makes it easy to stay connected with your health care. You can message your doctor, see test results, pay your bills on time, and even request on-demand video visits to be seen right away from the comfort of your own home. All through your smartphone, tablet, or computer, from virtually anywhere. Less stress, more living.
Prosperity Bank offers free checking. Let's take a look. No monthly maintenance fee? Check. No individual check fees? Check. Free debit card? Check. Unlimited withdrawals? Check. Free online banking? Check. Easy access and friendly service? Check. Close to home? Check. Simply free checking from Prosperity Bank is simply free. I'm taking these checks to the bank. Prosperity is the big bank with your community's bank inside. Prosperity Bank, where you find real bankers, not just a bank.
Clear. He passes it straight.
That was amazing.
Oh my God!
CC immediately just having dominant control here.
We're back at Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym. We are at the end of halftime, and the Cardinals are up in a very good Region 14 Conference men's basketball game by a count of 35-33. We've seen the Cardinals go on a 9-0 run in the first half, and we saw Blinn answer with a 6-0 run. A standoff pretty much other than those two runs if you look at the score as it is now. What I'm going to be interested to see, I'm Benny Rogers along with Tim Howard. And Tim, to bring you back in here, what I'm going to be interested to see in the second half is we've seen both teams attack the goal the first half.
Yeah, they did. They got to the rack, not always getting points off of it, but that was definitely the game plan by both teams.
What adjustments do we see in this second half? Is somebody going to go to the outside?
I was going to say they have done a great job defending. Both teams have done a great job defending the perimeter as we look at some of the highlights here. Seeing just what you're talking about, getting to the rack or pulling up inside that three-point arc as Bynum does there. But the big fella down low, that was a good answer by Trinity Valley, because early on in that game, that first half, he was making some incredible plays, and it just kind of, they found a way to defend him, which was to attack him late.
Well, Devin Franklin helped double down on him a couple of times, and then you had Mbe and Sisay both posting up against him.
Yeah, and also Bayou there, I just saw how he was able to attack. So that's definitely been kind of the game plan after that great start for him. They kind of neutralized him.
We've seen an inside game from both teams. I'm wondering if we're going to see an inside-out game by some chance. Will that be the deciding factor eventually?
That could definitely bring huge dividends for whoever's able to make the most of that. As like you said, so far it's been one or the other. Can you go in and then out and make the difference that way?
And there's no question the Cardinals need to get Ahmad Bynum going.
He's
put up a lot of shots, but he really hasn't hit anything.
He got a couple of nice looks early. And then, and much to the credit of Blinn, like we talked about how the Cards have had an answer. They've done the same for him, kind of got him out of his game. So it's been interesting. We'll see how the second half goes as we're close to it.
I can't wait. I can't see what what adjustments somebody made to somewhere along the way.
And you talk about adjustments. You got two of the best on the end of the bench on both sides, and they're both ready to do that.
No doubt about it. And with the second half, here's Tim Howard.
Thank you, Benny Rogers. It is 35-33. Trinity Valley up 2 as we are set for the second half. And this is a big one. Both of these teams are 3-0 in conference play. We talk all the time about you've got to defend that home court advantage, so Trinity Valley really needs to.
Of course, Blinn residing in the South Zone, where they're going to have to contest with Lee College for that South Zone title, and the Cardinals in the North Zone, where it's anybody's guess. Navarro, Bossier Parish, Kilgore, pick one, and a team they're going to have to battle for that title up in the North.
It's going to be interesting to see. And the Cards right now taking the floor. Here's who's on the floor to start it for Trinity Valley. It'll be Wood, Dorsey, Bynum, Franklin.
It's the original starting lineup.
Yeah, exactly. Mbe, the original 5 back out there to get things rolling here as the Cards will move the motion to get things moving. Dorsey going, hanging, shooting, doesn't get the drop to fall.
3 Blinn players there for the rebound, eventually pulled up by number 1, Patrick Neal.
Great defense. Got held out there because he tried to go reverse and all the way across the lane and was met by a couple of Cards. Franklin, the whistle will be called on Chandler.
Yeah, that's his first, and then he'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Nick Folk.
I said Chandler. I meant to say as Muhammad.
Yes,
the 6'11" sophomore there, big fella out of Africa.
Can't miss him.
Right here in your screen. Tim, how'd you miss the number? So it's a tie game after 2 free throws, and it's a little less than half a minute gone by here. So
a game like this, you want to break down into 5-minute intervals. Who can win the most of those 5-minute intervals that are coming up?
So with the ball is Bynum. Bynum tries to free himself, finds Franklin. Franklin draws contact, but not the iron. Out of bounds off of Trinity Valley.
Wow.
A lot of contact. Franklin's still slow to get up. So 19 minutes gone left here in this one, and the Cardinals are all tied up at 35 apiece. Not anymore.
Not anymore. Blinn's off to a 4-0 run to start the second half.
Dorsey will bring it up left side right in front of us here. Directing traffic goes through Devin Franklin. Bynum frees himself. Shot on the way. Not there today. Now Franklin's going to be called for a foul. Grab the arm.
Yeah, 94 feet away from the goal. Not the kind of fouls you want to pick up.
I think those were the exact words verbatim from Coach. Maybe a little different variation, but nonetheless, same thought.
He's not going to hurt you 94 feet away from the goal.
Under 19 to go, and it's been all Blinn here in the first minute and a half. Steps there as
he took steps.
Johnson's not happy with the call, but he lifted that pivot.
He definitely did. And Scott Schumacher knew he did too. He didn't even. He just told the kid to get on down in the
Get
floor.
down there, hustle. Flush that memory out of your system. Don't do that again. Don't go back for that one.
Cardinals need to answer.
Wood is going to be called an offensive foul there. Got him with a little.
There's a lot of movement going on there.
So Braden picks up his first foul.
The thing I like about Marty Levinson's coaching style, he doesn't so much worry about the officiating as what's going on the floor with his team.
Yeah, that has been a noticeable mark there.
That's not to say he won't question it from time to, oh my goodness, Blinn's getting hot, Tim.
I'm telling you, that's a nice bucket from Jaden Johnson, who was just moments ago saying, I did not travel. Okay, I'll forget about it with that nice touch. To 4-point game, Cards need an answer. Franklin goes strong. Shot not there, the offensive rebound though, and now picked up by Franklin, and foul coming here, as that time they are going to get Deshaun Knight for the foul.
They had plenty of contact that time.
Now Deshaun started this game out in the first half and had a couple of nice moments, and then went away.
Not much since then.
And he's now back on the board, but unfortunately for Bucks fans, for the foul.
Devin Franklin with his first points of the contest.
I'd love to see him get going. They need the big fella. As you mentioned, it's the first point.
Yeah, he's averaging 7.6 coming into the game.
Goes 2 for 2 at the stripe there. So it is a 2-point game here. Bucks up 39-37.
Open with a 6-0 run.
Ball hit the floor for a second. Thought it might give the Cards a shot, but regathered. Now the shot is rebounded by Knight. Whoa, almost joggled those feet. 8 on the shot clock. That's going to be knocked away. Oh!
That's a tough call there.
With 5 on the clock, that he backed himself in a corner there.
A tough call there. I thought that was pretty good defense. 17:07 left in this one. 39-37 Blinn. Blinn opened the second half on a 6-0 run.
2-point contest. You mentioned that run. That was impressive. One of the nicer runs they've had on the day.
They've had 2 6-0 runs now, so they've had 12-0 run if you will. Oh my goodness. That man's heating up, though.
Yeah, you don't want Jaden. Okay, Jaden, we've seen enough from you. Now settle it. Settle it there. Nice touch here from Jaden Johnson. He ends up on the floor, but just shows his skill set there, putting it through.
He's got 17 in the game. He's averaging 10.6 coming in.
Wow, it is having a game this afternoon. Denham Johnson on the baseline in trouble, finds March. Still 10 on the shot clock. Gets a couple of screens. Now baseline in trouble. Lets it fly. Picked up by Franklin. Nicely done. Johnson with 2 on the shot. Not there, but the rebound is off the hands of Sisse.
I know Marty's trying to wait till the media timeout to get his team maybe settled down, but he may have to burn one if he doesn't get the stop here.
Yeah, he's kind of riding it along here. You're right. He's like, we got to get to that media timeout here and save this one. Should be able to get to it now, but boy, they haven't had the most crisp start. Good hands by the D, and they will get the ball. A turnover. Great effort by the Cards. Bynum splits the defender off the glass. Nope, but Johnson there to clean it up. Thought for a second that might be a goaltend, but Denham Johnson says, I'll take the points.
It could have been, but Johnson was there for the cleanup for sure.
2-point game, inside 16 minutes to go, and a foul way away from the ball. March will be whistled. It'll be Phil's second foul of the day. Media timeout coming here. When we come back, you're about to see Mbe as well as Sisse back in the game for the Cardinals. But in the meantime, we step away. It's 41-39 Blinn over the Cardinals here on the Cardinal Sports Network.
A quality, affordable education is not out of reach. In fact,
it's closer and more convenient than you might think.
Trinity Valley Community College, with locations in Athens, Palestine, Terrell, and Kaufman, offers day and evening courses, online courses, and provides dual credit classes for high school students.
TVCC is also home to several national championship sports programs.
Long before the craving hit you, when nothing else will do but Texas barbecue, we were way ahead of you. Dickey's Barbecue Pit satisfies your craving, delivered where you want it, when you want it. Order online or use our app. Dickey's delivers.
And welcome back, Cardinal Sports Network. An exciting one going on this afternoon here at Cardinal Gym, Benny.
It is, Tim, and Cardinals have withstood a little surge by the Buccaneers here to start the second half, I feel like, in the first 5 minutes, and they're just down 2, so they're no jeopardy of anything bad happening to them, but they need to at some point seize the momentum and build on that momentum here at home.
So it is a 2-point contest. Blinn trying to add to it here as they will inbound. It is Reese Miller out top to Neal.
Jaden Johnson has really heated up for the Buccaneers today. He's got 17 points, and they come in averaging 10.6, which has been a big factor.
That was a great move there, but could not finish.
Couldn't finish it. Doesn't count if you don't finish.
That was going to be a nice highlight moment, and then they're going to have to edit the tape right there at the end. Bill March brings it up, setting it up rather. Bynum, see if they can't get him going. They really need to knock away, but it's picked up by Mbe. His shot won't go. So after the first 5 minutes, it's Blinn up by 2. Knocked away, Cisse. Finally recovered by Johnson. He'll go down low. And not getting the ball down, not getting the finish.
Mbe and Cisse doing a great job inside down low against the 2 big men for Blinn.
Yeah, that has been a difference. As we see Dorsey, he'll check in momentarily. Offensive foul coming here. Wow, they're going to whistle Mamad Mbe.
It's going to be the 15th foul against the Cardinals too, Tim, so they're going to move towards that 1-and-1 mark pretty quick here if we don't watch out.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of free throws down the stretch, you think.
If it continues with this pace, it will be. And just 1 team foul against Blinn thus far.
Yeah, it's pretty lopsided here in the early going second half, and don't think that they aren't going to hear about that in the next couple of moments. Got away with a little push-off. Gets the bucket.
Maybe it could work for him.
4-point game. 43-39.
I'm not going to say we're at a tipping point because there's a lot of game left, but it sure feels kind of edgy here for the Cardinals.
Yeah, it does. It feels like someone needs to right the ship. Mark's trying to go left side. Dorsey on the left wing, and a foul away from the ball. So that'll be the second team foul here in the second half. Foul's going to be whistled against Patrick Neal.
Tim, Blinn's conference wins thus far have been by margins of 19, 9, and 32 points.
Goodness gracious, that's a strong exclamation point tonight. We're getting a W, but in a big way in Region 14. Dorsey crossing up. Look at that move. Draws the foul, so he'll go to the free throw line for 2. Patrick Neal will pick up his fourth foul, so Patrick will have to take a seat. That's now the 3rd team foul.
Yeah, Patrick Neal's going to the bench with 4 fouls, but no points.
Dorsey's first free throw is good.
Mackay with 11 in the game.
Second free throw is moments away here. Dorsey directing traffic here as he steps to the line.
Cardinals 12-2, trying to go 4-0 and protect that number 7 national ranking.
That's a fall. Yeah, crucial game here for the Cards is, you want to start things off in the second half. So you want to start things off the second half the right way. Dorsey tips it away. It's picked up by Johnson. Good follow through by him. Knocked on the floor. Johnson on the floor again. Denham tried to pick it up, but it's going to be actually 2 free throws coming when it's all said and done. See who they whistle for the Cards.
Blinn was living on the edge that entire possession. The Cardinals bailed him out with a foul.
Oh, man. Bay will pick up the foul. It's his second. So going to the stripe. Chance to add to the lead.
It feels like Blinn's taking control of the game, but then you look up and it's just a 43-41 score.
That's what I was going to say. It does feel like it, and it feels way bigger than a 2-point game.
Yeah, it does.
So if you're a Cardinal on this side of the ball, you're looking at it, man, as kind of, not sloppy is not the word, but they haven't had a lot to show for their effort here in the early part of the plenty of time to go, and they're still well within striking distance.
Here's the thing about it, Tim. With 13:31 left, Blinn is shooting the rest of the way from the fouls. That's a lot of free throws that could be forthcoming.
That is. That's a long time to be at the stripe. And you get the feel that they will get plenty more as Coach Schumacher continues to work the official. Moments ago, can't believe it, but the official pointed up there, and he goes, look at the team fouls. I almost read his lips, and I felt like that's what he was saying. It was 6-3 at that time, but there's a 3 on the way. And that'll get you going as Bayo from Baytown knocks that down. That was well done. It's back to a 1-point game, Benny, as we're now at 13 minutes left in the contest.
5 points now for the Bayo.
Got a piece of that one. Measures his steps and gets that rebound. Now here come the Cards. They got a 4-on-1 opportunity. Johnson splitting, can't get it to fall, except for it was 4-on-2. Tie up, and that'll be Blinn basketball. Wow. Did not take advantage there.
No, they did not. Had a chance to take the lead.
That's a good defensive play. Don't want to take anything away from Blinn, but man, oh man, you feel like we got numbers and weren't able to execute the finish.
Well, you just had the feel this was going to go down to maybe the last possession.
It does have that kind of a vibe as you see the press coming here for the Cards.
Any run at this point could be the difference in the game.
You're definitely right here, as they are even more and more crucial as the clock gets closer to that final 0-0.
We saw Blinn go on a 6-0 run to start the second half, but that left too much time on the clock.
Dorsey with the steal. Dorsey all the way off the glass, and it's good. And that gives the Cardinals a 1-point lead at the 12-17 mark. 46-45, Trinity Valley up, and a quick foul here, and guess what that means?
Free throws, free throws, free throws.
That's 1-1.
So that's going to be easy opportunity. Basically, you're at midcourt. Get the foul there. It's 2 freebies.
Bynum coming back in after another stretch of time on the bench, so hopefully he can get him going, because if he gets going, the Cardinals can win this thing, I'm telling you, going away.
Yeah, Bynum is man, he's so dangerous, but he's really been kind of held in check this afternoon. See if they can't get him rolling. First one's good. Count the basket there for Folk.
Blinn averaging right at 70% from the free throw line on the season.
So Nick trying to put his 6th point on the board this afternoon. Cannot get it to go.
Leaves us tied at the 12-11 mark, 46-46.
So 5 points on the day for Folk. If Dorsey over to Bynum. Bynum with a turnaround. No, can't get it to fall, and it's last touched by the Bucks. Although Gilliard was ready to inbound that one, but it was clearly off of the Bucks. Timeout on the floor here inside 12 minutes to go. We're tied just like we were over 45 minutes, hour and a half ago. Cardinals and Buccaneers tied at 46 here on the Cardinal Sports Network.
At First State Bank, we like to say we're big enough to help, small enough to care. Our communities and the families and businesses within them are what have mattered most to us for decades. Since 1935, our commitment has been to not only support local, but to foster growth for generations to come. We've given back to organizations that help our community thrive, and with 6 convenient locations, we continue to do our part in serving you, our communities, our businesses, our families.
All tied at 46 apiece. Tim Howard along with Benny Rogers here in for a great fun matchup down the stretch here in the second half, huh?
The game is not disappointed, and I don't think it's going to disappoint this final 11-56 either.
Yeah, we're looking forward to this one. Glad to have you along here on the Cardinal Sports Network as Trinity Valley and Blinn are all tied. 46 apiece. Cardinals inbound. It'll be Dorsey underneath. Looking and finally has to fire it out top to Denham Johnson. Back over to Mackay and a whistle on the big man down low.
little ticky-tack call, but the calls are 8-3 going into that there. So they say things even out, so it's time that they even out a little bit.
Oh, my goodness gracious. They got that point-blank range there for Ray Bayer. He's mad that he didn't get a flush on that.
2 quick fouls against the big man, Charles.
And Charles is sitting there thinking, man, how did we let him wide open? I mean, he's 2 feet from the goal. I had to foul him. Free throw is short, though.
Cardinals have not done themselves any favors at the free throw line today.
No, not the Sterling example that one with
5 misses that I recall.
Oh, my goodness. That's a fault. 1 point lead for Trinity Valley. 47-46, bringing some pressure here. 3-quarter pressure. Looks like they're really extending the D out here, see if they can get some points off of turnovers. Down low. Boy,
nice job. Nice job of setting up for the big man inside with the usage of Johnson on the perimeter.
Yeah, they found him, and he finished. That was great execution.
He did a good job of getting inside position on the Cardinals.
Here's a good take. Thought Denham was going to have a look, but it closed quickly. Bynum on the take. One left. Lost it on the way up. Going to be picked up. Here come the Buccaneers. Johnson on the take. Nice regather and the finish.
Just like that.
Back up to a 3-point game, which in a game like this feels like a much bigger deficit.
It does.
Because both teams are working so hard defensively. Bynum says, you're going to leave me open like that? Throws it off the backboard in the end.
Maybe that'll get him going because they definitely need Ahmad to come alive down the stretch.
Only 9 points this afternoon. He comes in averaging 17.6. So picks up his 9th with inside 11 minutes to go in the ball game. Ball's knocked away. They did not pick it up, though. Johnson hustling, getting, and finishing is...
Another opportunity for Charles finish for the...
Yeah, Jamont Charles is, man, he's tough to defend on there, but...
He's only got 4 points, but it sure feels like more than that.
He's really been a force inside, though, adjusting on the defensive side of things. That's a good take. That'll do it right there with Denham Johnson. Denham says, let me show you what I can do.
DJ with 8 in the game now.
Omaha, Nebraska product there.
Still a 1-point game.
Back to a 1-point game with Blinn. Up 52-51, inside 10 minutes to go. Backing him down. Good D, though. Stops him short. So, MBB making him work. A couple of big hitters down in the paint there. Cards trying to take the lead here. Down 1. Inside position there. Looking rather for a screen and then driving to the hoop. Oh, lost his footing and it's going to be called for steps.
Definitely.
So Johnson will sit, as will Bayou. Well, yeah, he had him set up. He just couldn't throw the brakes on.
I know we've said it before in many games we've done together, but it's who's going to blink first?
Who will? Who will blink? So 9:24 and clock moving.
Chance for Blinn to build on that 1-point lead.
Boy, the defense has really tightened the bolts on both ends here in the last few moments, making it extra difficult for anyone. Wood's going to be called for a foul out top.
That means free throws.
Yeah, that's a long way to go. They've been at the stripe 6 times now in the last 3 minutes, and those are just freebies. But they haven't taken advantage as much as you would think.
Correct. Cardinals were up 35-33 at the half. You're now joining us, and we haven't had much separation since then. Blinn's had a 3-point lead on a couple occasions.
Missed the front end there by Johnson, and it wasn't even close. That's surprising there. The young man's had a pretty nice afternoon. You mentioned he's averaging about 7. He's got 18.
There you go.
Woo, big pack up there. Don't look now, but he's got 11. So
yes,
he's
he
in
does.
Double digits.
He's back-to-back shots. That's usually a good parameter for the Cardinals.
Cards working with the arms out, really moving. They're going to get a whistle here. So more free throws coming.
Braden Wood's going to be called for the block. Be a double bonus free throw this time.
Yeah, so no more 1-and-1s with 8:36 to go. It's double digits the rest of the way. Now timeout coming here.
Full timeout.
Full timeout coming on the way. So Cards up 1. It'll be free throws for Blinn after this on the Cardinals Sports Network.
Welcome to Trinity Valley Community College, home of the mighty Cardinals, offering hands-on education with an average teacher-to-student ratio of 1 to 20 at a third of the price of regional institutions. We teach, we strive, we succeed. TVCC. It makes sense. Apply today at tvcc.edu.
Right now, you can double up with 2 for $22 in Dickey's Barbecue Pit. That's 2 meat plates, each with 2 sides and a buttery roll for only $22. For a limited time only, visit dickeys.com or use our app. Legit Texas Barbecue.
A good one brewing here. Man, oh man, oh man.
It's beyond brewing.
It's been brewing for about an hour and a half, and it's getting better by the second. 1 point lead for the Cardinals, but Blinn and Trinity Valley, this one's going to the wire. I'll call it now.
I think it's going to the wire, and the free throws may decide it in the end, Tim, because Blinn's been shooting in the double bonus. It's a 13:33 mark, and yes, they trail 53-52, but the Cardinals still have a couple of fouls before they're able to get to the free throw line. Of course, the Cardinals haven't done themselves favors at the free throw line today because they missed 6 already in the contest.
Last time out, Blinn missed an opportunity, missing the front end on a 1-and-1, but now in the double bonus.
In the double bonus, yes.
2 free throws here. Rest of the way for Blinn. First free throw is on and out.
Man, they came in shooting right at 70% on the season.
Second free throw on its way, and that rattles out. So, boy, they missed another one.
So Blinn's not taking advantage of the free throw situation.
3 on the way, no good.
Well, he could have knocked that one down.
That would have been huge, but not the case. Fouls and more free throws. Lots of free throws. It's a free throw shooting contest here in Trinity Valley. Now a timeout. Media timeout with 8:20 to go. So more after this.
I mean,
man, oh man, oh man. 2 minute, 8:20 to go here in the ball game. Don't go anywhere. It's a 1 point advantage for Trinity Valley here on the Cardinal Sports Network.
Cowboy Headquarters is your one-stop shop destination in Athens. 80,000 square feet of awesome sitting on 25 acres with top brands for all your farm and ranch needs, including Prefer, Tartar, Steel, SMA, Bluebonnet, Equibrand, Trent Ward Saddlery, Professional's Choice. We have a Texas-size store with a Texas-size selection. Cowboy Headquarters just south of the Loop on Highway 19 in Athens. Cowboy Headquarters is a destination you don't want to miss. Shop online now at cowboyhq.com.
And welcome back to Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym. We are with 8:36 left in the contest. The Cardinals are, I checked that, 8:20 left in the contest. Cardinals up 53-52. In a game that's been seesaw, but Blinn has led most of the second half, but by 3 a couple occasions. And then the Cardinals have always whittled it to 1, and now the Cardinals are building on the lead themselves, 53-52.
Yeah, as you and I were alluded to just moments ago, it's going to come down to free throws. And, Blinn ought to be pretty well warmed up with their free throws at this point. You would think.
Shot quite a few.
They have shot a lot, and, it's going to be a long way to go down the stretch because it's going to be double free throws, double bonus the rest of the way. That'll go. So
finally get one to fall. They missed 3 straight going into that free throw attempt there, so now they tied the score at 53-53.
Anthony Isaac goes 1 of 1. Has another one still left to go. I mean, it seems like in the last, part of this half that it goes 2 for 2. That both teams, free throw, every little call that wasn't being called in the first half is now a whistle.
And that's likely to continue, I would think, as this game plays out.
Well, there's been 15 fouls here in the second half.
10 of them against the Cardinals.
I was wondering if you would pick up on what I was laying down. Drive basket, count it. Denham Johnson.
Denham with 10 in the game.
So 1 point lead back the other way. Seesaw battle continuing here as it's
last possession game, Tim.
I think you're right, man. This definitely could be.
Put it this way, it's a last possession game or a one-run game. Whoever gets the run on, if we get a, oh my goodness, oh.
I heard him call glass. I don't know if he did.
I don't think he did.
I heard glass. That counts nonetheless. It's a 1 point lead. Blinn back and forth. Drive baseline, hanging, shooting, left it, but Johnson cleans it up. Got the bucket for Denham.
It's big boy basketball tonight, folks.
Yeah, Denham now with his 12th point. The big boy basketball continuing on here. It's a 1 point lead for TVCC. 7:20 left in this contest. Nobody foul. Make them earn it. Let's see what happens if that is the case. Trying to back him down. Holds his own. Block inside, now knocked away. Picked up, and Johnson will do the honors. It was knocked away by Cisse. Denham kicks it out to Dorsey. Cisse and Cisse on the basket. Oh, couldn't get it to fall.
Oh.
Man, oh man, oh man. Love to see that lead get up, but there's a nice job and a goaltend coming here.
I agree with Marty.
I think so, and I love the approach. He was early, wasn't he? I love that approach. So it's still a 1 point game. Blinn.
Question arises, Tim, are these the two best teams in the league? Can't say because I haven't seen all of them, but they're two pretty good teams right here going off against each other.
I think they will both have a chance to shine. Down the stretch, oh my goodness, Dorsey says, let me take matters into my own hands.
Mackay with 16.
McCall own shot here and drives to the basket and finishes. they got caught. They were defending strong there. There's a bucket the other way.
Isaac says, hold my drink.
That's right. Let me show you what I can do. Back and forth. More of the same. It's 60-59, Trinity Valley trailing as we approach 6 minutes to go. Gets the screen up top. Passing it over to Johnson. Denham splitting the defender. Hanging, shooting, and doesn't get it to fall. Now, I've seen that contact on this end 7 times. I'm trying to be very impartial, but I've seen that down here 4 times in a row be a foul.
If Tim Howard's saying that, folks, there's something to it.
I'm just thinking out loud. I probably shouldn't do that very often. Inside 6 minutes to go. It's a 1 point game with the Cardinals still having possession.
Every possession counts, Tim.
Absolutely, and they will get it on the inbound. Look at the finish. Got a screen out front to set him free, and he finishes that one.
Denham Johnson with 14 in the game, 10 in this half.
I love the play design there out of the inbound. That was well executed.
Big boy basketball.
They're working on both ends here for sure. Blinn and Trinity Valley. 5.5 to go. 3-pointer on the way. Won't go.
Oh, but he fouled him, and he'll get 3 free throws. Oh, my goodness.
Little leg kick to draw some contact. Smart play by the shooter.
Chance to give the Bucks a 2-point lead after this possession.
That would be huge, man. I don't think we've been beyond one in the last 5 minutes.
We haven't been the last 5 minutes. Blinn's had a couple of 3-point leads in the second half, but that's been the extent of the big leads.
First one's good. Still 2 more to go.
Nick Folk, who averages 13.8 on the season, has just hit 6 in the contest. He's had a quiet night for him.
Yeah, that's for sure. We'll get that one to go. 7 points now in the afternoon for Nick Folk, and you mentioned he's been dangerous all year long. Can't get the 3 to go. So gets 2 of 3, and it is a 1-point game. Holding true to fashion.
That's a big lead in this part of the game.
I'm telling you. Dorsey trying to break free, but good defense there from Gilliard. That's been a fun one to watch. Those two back and forth. Denham got tied up, and the arrow favors Trinity Valley.
Cardinals catch a break there.
Yeah, it's good defense by Folk, who's had a kind of quiet afternoon, but him and Johnson, we talked about this being a defensive battle. It has been both teams all over each other this afternoon. Mackay with 5 on the clock goes, shoots, and scores in the basket.
Mackay on the drive is hard to defend. He's got 18 in the game.
Dorsey now gives the Cards a 1-point lead the other way. Play with your feet. You hear Coach Levinson saying, move those feet. Don't reach. He stepped on the baseline.
Step out of bounds. Big turnover.
That'll be a turnover and an unforced error. Actually, he did force error. That was great defense to force it on that baseline. So it's a 1-point lead. Can Trinity Valley build on it? They'll have an opportunity here. Inside 5 minutes to go. We always talk about, 5 minutes. And we talked about earlier in this game, hey, I would say it's going to come down to 4 or 5 minute quarters in this second half.
And so far it has, but neither team has won it decisively enough to take advantage of the game.
Nice
My goodness.
It is Dorsey going right side this time. Got just enough space and finished at the bucket.
20 for the game, 10 for the half.
Fantastic move there. So it is a 3-point lead as the lightning fast speed of Mackay Dorsey comes to play. Oh, big finish. But a foul coming. Who's it going to be on? It'll be on Dorsey. So that'll be his second foul.
Mackay playing in the land of the Giants down low.
He brought the axe too, because he chopped him down as he went. Speaking of that last basket, put him in the 20-point
mark. Now Blinn's in the position where they've got to start hitting free throws now. They had an opportunity to extend the lead, and now that they've got to just stay in the game, they've got to hit free throws.
They only hit 3 of 7 at one point over the last few. Kids that one to go, and that's a good reason. Folk is now 3 of 4 in his last 4 attempts.
Has a chance to make it a 1-point game.
And he does 4 of his last 5 free throws. So he's definitely one of those guys that they want to see at the stripe.
No one has blinked at this point, Tim.
Nope, and I don't know that they will before the next 4 minutes is up. There's a 3 on the way. Won't go. Rebound on the offensive side of things from Mbe.
Big rebound.
Yeah, Bynum thought he had it going. Pass off underneath the left, and the finish of the foul. It's going to be Mbe going to the free throw line. Is this going to be a...
What a dish by Mackay.
Media timeout coming. Oh, man, that's a big one there. So he'll get a chance to think about it as a big fella's getting chest bumped all the way back to the bench. Here's a look at it as we go to break. You see him going up strong, draws the contact, and the finish. More after this on the Cardinal Sports Network.
They're not talking about just you all the time like they do rodeo athletes, It's the Wright family, the Wright brothers.
I don't really look at it as we're legendary, but it's kind of unreal. What we do and what we get to do, the things we've done and hopefully continue to do. I guess you could say it is legendary.
Three-point lead for Trinity Valley here with 3:48 to go. TVCC and Blinn. It's everything we talked about in the first before this show started, and here we are.
Well, it is, and we said somebody was going to have to put the Cardinals on their back, and I think it's been a collective effort between Mackay Dorsey and Denham Johnson.
They really have, and none bigger moments than just a few moments ago with Johnson going and knifing through a defender. But then how about the finish by Mbe?
Absolutely. It's big boy basketball, but Johnson and Dorsey have combined for 20 points here in the second half.
That's huge here in this kind of a low-scoring affair between these two. Another look at it as you get the replay, just from what it looked like if you were the backboard.
A chance to make it a two-score game, though, Tim.
See if he can connect. And he does. Gets the shooter's roll there. And it is a 4-point game. Here's pressure off the made basket.
Stay with them. Come on, guys.
Cards working hard, and they force a turnover there with the defense as they were really coming strong.
Is this the blink that we've been waiting for?
Maybe, as Mbe says, how about me? It was a good opportunity there, and now let's see if they take advantage of the turnover. Cardinals up 4 with possession. Devin. A little bit of time running off that clock. Don't have to be in a hurry. Now it's splitting the defender out top. 3 on the way. Won't go.
If that had gone down.
I know. I'm with you. Mohamed Mbaye there with the shot. They dared him to take it. They almost paid.
Keeps the Bucks alive, though.
Yes, indeed. It's a 4-point game. Approaching the 3-minute mark. Not there. Mbaye with the rebound. Gets it over to Bynum. Bynum on the push. Phil Marks drives up off the glass. Count it. 3 minutes to go. It's 70-64. 6-point ball game.
March's first points of the contest, and they are huge.
Good explosive step there as the Cards are trying to force things with the defense. Really making this offense come to life off the defensive stop. Oh, getting bailed out there.
Tim, the Cardinals will be on the road Wednesday going to Coastal Bend, making the long trip to Beeville to play that game at a 6 o'clock start. They'll be at home again next Saturday taking on Victoria in a game we'll have for you here on the Cardinal Sports Network at 4 p.m.
Now, that's not a fun road trip. That's a long way. I want to be double bonus, so he misses the front end. But
Blinn has left a lot of points at the free throw line here in this second half.
You just wonder how much of that is fatigue there. Is he like really kind of regathered himself and missed that one
Missed
too?
them both. And Scott Schumacher almost goes to the floor.
Saw him.
Cardinals can be a little bit deliberate now. You got a 2-score lead.
Yeah, take a little time. Get a good look at the basket.
Get a good look. That's the key, though.
Yeah, you don't want to just wholesale that we're going to throw the possession away, but you don't have to be in a hurry. Good pass down low. Oh, nice job there by the big fella. Gets it on the block. Now Johnson on the drive. Rebound on the putback. It's knocked away, picked up by Franklin. Not exactly, but he hands it off as the finish. Bynum. Ahmed Bynum now with his 13th point.
2 words, Devin Franklin.
Franklin got it done. Here's a 3 on the way. Count the basket, not done yet.
Not done yet.
The big bucket from Gilliard. And he now has 13 points on the afternoon. Inside 2 minutes to go. It's a 5-point game. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here and talk about it.
Well, it's a 2-score game, so the Cardinals can come down and burn some clock, but you touched on it, Tim. You got to get a good look. You can't force something up, because that's just like having a turnover.
Yeah, you don't want to just wholesale eat the clock. You want to get a good look to the basket, and they for the most part have been able to do that. Let's see how they react here with a 5-point lead inside 2 to go. What is Blinn doing in their huddle over there?
I'm sure Scott Schumacher's going through all his sets, all his motions, telling me if this happens, this is what we answer with. If this happens, we answer with that. I mean, this is his 33rd year in the league.
He might just make it in this business.
He's not.
2 Hall of Fames.
He's under control and knows what he's doing. I'll put it that way.
Absolutely, yeah. Everything on that side, he's seen it all. Coach Levinson got his Cards over here. They're amped up and ready to go as they retake the floor.
Well, they're feeling it now. The blood's flowing through their body pretty good right now because they've got the momentum and they've got the 72-67 lead. But you got to be smart, though. You got to get the ball inbounds first, then get it to the offensive end, obviously, then work some clock, and don't take any shot until you get around 10 seconds on the shot clock.
Dorsey takes the ball. They get it quickly to Bynum. Bynum over to March. So the Cards eliminate the pressure on the defense on the inbound. Bill March gets a screen, now hands off to Dorsey.
15 on the shot clock.
Devin Franklin with the ball. Shooting with 12 on the shot clock. Not sure if it was a good look. But lost it going up. Ball ricochets over, and the Cards have possession.
That's a good officiating call right there.
Yeah. Cardinals now in the driver's seat yet again. Not happy with the call. 5-point ball game, minute 20 left to go here. Cards trying to give Blinn their first loss in Region 14 action. Both of these squads 3-0 conference play. Down low, back them down, going up. And a whistle is coming here against Anthony Isaac.
That's a tough call from the official on the wing made the call, and the official underneath didn't.
Schumacher not happy with that one. He's like, that's the same call on this end, but I don't know how you can argue that call. It was, he had him back down and held him by the breeches.
We're seeing an evening out of the fouls, which we said was going to occur.
You know it happens. It's going to happen. But up to a 6-point game, Cardinals
making a 3-possession game here.
This is a big one. You got to have it. Gets it. Nice job by Mohamed Mbaye. 7-point lead in trying to close this one out here at Cardinal Gym. The Trinity Valley Cardinals. Oh, going over it, getting it. Nice job. He'll hold his hand up and say, looky here. And now Bynum says, looky here. It's up to a 9-point lead with 58 seconds to go.
Wow.
Cardinals going to be able to talk it over on a timeout, but they're happy as they take the sideline. 30-second timeout.
Did the big man wake up or what?
I'm telling you, he had the ball in his sights, and there was a defender between him and the shooter. Still went over the top and got it.
He did.
I'd love to see a look at that if we have it. That was great execution.
And he's got 11 points in the game, a couple of big blocks, a couple of big rebounds. The man has really made a name for himself. Look at this.
My
Boom.
goodness.
You described it perfectly, Tim.
Yeah, he goes over the top and gets him, and then the finish by Ahmad Bynum. And you know, you look up now, it is a 9-point lead. Here's another angle.
Dorsey with 20. Dorsey with 20. Johnson with 14. Bynum with 15. Mbaye with 11.
How about that effort, man? It's a team effort today, huh? That's what makes this team so dangerous.
Save the best for last, I guess.
Yeah, they're going to have to beat a tough defense here as they.
Oh, you don't want that. You don't want that. That's the worst thing you could possibly do.
Yeah, that gives you 2 free throws under a minute to go. He knew it immediately. He knew. He's like, man, I just gave him 2 free throws.
45 feet away from the goal and to stop the clock and give him 2 free throws. Oh, my goodness.
That's his 4th, too. And they, you know, you've got to really close this thing out. That pulls you back within a 2-possession game if you can hit this next one.
Yes.
A huge one. So it's still a 3-possession game.
Yeah.
76-69. I looked at the scoreboard going, almost stolen. Good hustle from the Bucks. Still up 3 possession. There's a reach out front.
And you look up, Tim, and it's been a defensive game. The Cardinals are averaging 81.9 coming into the game scoring, and Blinn's averaging 81.3, and we're going to be almost there from this Cardinals
close
standpoint.
to it. Yeah, they're closing in on that 81.9 points a game. And if you hit your free throws, you're probably going to get there because you're going to try and, if you're Coach Schumacher, you're going to try and extend possessions. And so there may be some free throws down the stretch. Second one on the way is not there, but tipped up, kept alive
by the big guy.
And the Cards will do better than that. They've got possession with the ball now, up 8. So they'll try to run this thing all the way down, and it's all but over. If they finish, he'll get the bucket. Dorsey with 22.
What a way to finish it, because that's what's been the story here in this second half.
Indeed. Nice drive now, timeout taken by Coach Schumacher after the strong move by Patrick Neal. 10-point game, 24 seconds left. 30-second timeout here.
Well, if you're the Cardinals, you just get the ball inbounded because Blinn's going to foul. The key is to get the ball inbounded.
Hit those free throws.
That's it.
Control that. You ought to be out of the woods if you do those things.
It's not like a women's game where you can call a timeout. Scott's out of timeouts already. That's his last timeout. But you can't call a timeout and move the ball to half court like a women's game you can late in the game.
So you know the situation here is they're drawing the play up is, hey, protect the ball and then expect to be fouled.
But if this holds, what a win this is going to be for Marty Levinson and the Cardinal basketball team.
Yeah, the Cards looking to improve to 13-2 and 4-0 in conference play.
And you got games coming up against Coastal Bend and Victoria, teams you're historically match up well with.
Let's see if they can really jump out to a good start here. That would bode well.
Then the showdown looms in a couple of weeks at Lee College because Lee's got a very good squad.
Baseball pass into the Raptors.
That's what you couldn't do. Now, no clocks, and they get the ball underneath.
Yep. Gonna get a chance to not really getting the.
You just have to get the ball in. That's all you had to do because they're going to foul once you get the ball in.
Thought about a three. Now readjusts. Good shot, but not going to get the fall. Johnson will get the rebound. Throws it down floor. Bynum trying to get around the defender. Behind the back. Got all ball. Good defense there. No foul. Here's a finish with 5 seconds to go. 6-point game. And the Cards ought to get out of here. Took a timeout. That's a technical foul. I think I don't think he has any more timeouts.
He doesn't.
Oh, so he said, hey, I got to take a timeout and take my chances. Maybe they miss it. You know, we said he's seen it all. He's creating some way to, hey, maybe he misses a free throw. Still a 2-possession game, but goodness, what a game. How about this? The Cardinals coming to life here, and they got a chance to get that 81-point average. I don't think I've seen that before.
Use the time out I don't have.
I'm going to reinvent the wheel here. Hey, at that point, you're down to no options. I'm going to create an option.
We can get the Cardinals to their scoring average with a couple of free throws here.
They do hit these. They would get to the 81. They're averaging 81.9 on the year. First one's good.
Ahmad's got 17 points after the slow start. He's had a stronger second half here as the Cardinals have opened things up down the stretch.
He's going to end up with 18 points on the afternoon after, like you said, kind of a little slow start.
Cardinals have scored 46 points here in the second half.
So final 4 seconds of this one here. And
Just get it in. Just get it in. All you have to do is get the ball in. They're not going to foul at this point.
That'll do it. The Cardinals win it, 81-73. And that's the final big win for Coach Levinson and the Trinity Valley Cardinals. Final thoughts, Benny?
Blinn's going to fall to 11-3 overall, 3-1 in conference play. Cardinals are going to go to 13-2 overall, improve to 4-0 in conference play. The Cardinals were led tonight by Mekhi Dorsey with 22 points, followed by Ahmad Bynum with 18. Denham Johnson had 14. But we ought to mention that Denham Johnson and Mekhi Dorsey combined for 22 points in the second half as the Cardinals really turned this thing around. And it's just a big win for the Cardinal basketball team. And they have taken sole possession of the lead now in the conference overall.
That was a big one there for the Cardinals. Good job by them to get it done this afternoon. And so I thank you so much for joining us here. The Cardinals have improved now to 13-2, 4-0 in Region 14 conference play. So for Benny Rogers and the entire team of the Cardinal Sports Network, thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget more hoops coming up Wednesday night right here on the Cardinal Sports Network.